Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and today I'm picking up where I left off in my Doki Doki Club meetings game, mod for Doki Doki Literature Club. I feel that, I'm stumbling over my intro. I do feel a need to say what I'm doing at the start of the stream. It just seems like the right and proper thing to do. Thanks, Stream Elements. Anyway, yeah, where we last left off, we'd started Sairi's mod within a mod for this season, and lots of really somber stuff. It's this whole what if thing going on where it's reimagining scenarios from the previous season. I'm not going to start it just yet. I'm gonna kill a bit of time here because there's an ad break coming up in 4 minutes and 45 seconds. So yeah, just gonna kill a bit of time. Yeah, lots of very somber stuff. Like she promised at the beginning, like, yes, a lot of this is gonna be sad, but there's gonna be some funny stuff in there too. Like, I'm still waiting for the funny. We've gone through 4 out of there were 10 of them, right? I'm just gonna take a second to exit Discord here. Boink. There we go. Yeah, still waiting for the funny, but I don't know. We'll see. Some rather curious choices in the writing too, which I get the definite feeling it comes from the fact that it is a reflection of the fact that Sairi is the one that's writing these stories. Like the one about hey, what if Monica never came back from her sojourn into the code or whatever, and like everyone just forgot about her, like, because that's the way the simulation works or whatever. Like, yeah, it's some odd choices in there because it's like it doesn't like I pointed it out at the time. Like okay, the list of things that didn't make sense. Like, first of all, the fact that Sairi was the president when, like, without Monica's influence, surely Yuri would have, stuck with her like obsession, but with her obsession with being president, as she originally did in season 3. Without Monica present, there's no one to pull her out of it. Secondly, how did they break the time loop and move on to college? I mean, Monica's whole point in going into the code in the first place was to figure out a way to break the time loop. But like, I'm looking at considering all these seeming inconsistencies is probably coming at it from the wrong angle, because you have to consider, like, this is a story that Sairi wants to tell here, right? I think she just wanted to do a reimagining of she's how do I put this? Like she wasn't writing it for purposes of like imagining how would everyone react and how would this affect things, so much as she's making it a very personal thing. Like, what if I lost my best friend and didn't even remember her, and what effect would that have on me? Kind of deal. Like she was approaching it from a very personal standpoint about what effect it had on her personally, and probably didn't actually think through all the other ramifications of how it would affect everything else. So that's how I see it anyway. Yeah, and yeah, her, along the same lines, like like the whole what if Natsuki didn't take up smoking thing, how that played out, and it led to a sequence of events where Messina didn't get involved with the club, and therefore they Monica didn't figure out a way to cure Fuyuki's cancer, and it led to Natsuki's sister dying. Like it's not necessarily just meant as a like, oh, what if Fuyuki died. Like Monika's overblown reaction, it kind of seems out of character for her, like to just lose control of that completely and like forget to not talk about the game in front of other people in the simulation. Ad break in 5 seconds. I'm gonna start it up properly after the ad break is finished. No sense in getting started when most people won't be able to see it. Anyway, but yeah, what I was getting at was like that whole exploration was, I guess, Sayuri just wanting to portray Monika as caring individual who would be more upset than Natsuki was about Natsuki's sister dying. It's like the way that played out was more rooted in Sayuri's feelings about Monika more than the actual what if and what effect it would have on people and so on. For that matter, I think this sort of feels like a lot of those first four. Oh, ad break started. A lot of those first four, scenarios that we saw are largely centered on like the effect it has on Monika, quite frankly. Yeah. Well, I suppose the one centered around Kenzo was largely centered around Sayuri's feelings, I suppose, and some wish fulfillment fantasy that oh hey, and Maku's here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I don't know if you can see me because it says ad break in progress on my screen here, so maybe I'm just talking to myself. So want to check this? Cool. What was I saying? Yeah, like sort of story was like, it felt like sort of wish fulfillment fantasy for Sayuri, like wanting to imagine a scenario where like MC comes for her no matter what, even in a circumstance when he wouldn't have, or at least not in the way that she apparently wanted him to, at least on some level. This is before she lobotomized him. But what's this mod about? This is Doki Doki Club meetings. You've seen me play it a number of times. I mean, like the previous episodes. Like this is it's about the club being brought back after the original events of the original game. Everyone is aware that it's a game, and it continues on Slice of Lifestyle. It's been released episodically. This is episode 45. This mod has been going on for a while. So there you go. Yeah, what I'm trying to think. I've got 45 seconds left of the ad break according to my display here. What else can I say to fill in time? Kind of said all that I wanted to about the mod. Let's talk about politics instead. How about I don't know. Well, actually, there was one more thing I wanted to say. Yeah, man, that bit with Yuri and the Arboretum, I don't know what it is about it. It sort of hit me emotionally harder than I might have expected. Something about Miss Ida would have liked the plants. It's the little things. It's the simple things that like grief and loss. They hit you in those little moments, those quiet moments when you're by yourself. It kind of sneaks up on you. And there was just something so raw and real about Yuri just bursting into tears because of this random thought. Um, you know, like it's I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's feelings are hard to put into words. I'm not. It's hard to put my finger on exactly why that I found that moment there so emotionally affecting. I think it just felt real. I guess I don't know how else to say it. When you look before the DLC's 10-year anniversary, what a big change in event. I suppose so. Yeah. Man, oh man. Imagine that. Anyway, we're gonna load this up. So yeah, we watched the first 4 of these before, and now we're gonna go up to number 5. Only a medium. What could that be about? Episode 7, the club endears another base game playthrough to bring back MC. What if it hadn't worked as expected? Okay. This is that whole that whole plot contrivance that they had to go through the game again for mysterious coding reasons. Like, don't think too hard about it. And then he had to MC himself had to rebuild the game from scratch or whatever. Anyway, here we go. Let's start this up. In what way do you mean it didn't go as expected? You're right. I owe it to you, Sairi, and to all of you. All right. Give me a little bit of time to prepare everything. In the meantime, I guess do whatever you need to do to get in the right headspace for this. And don't blame me if it doesn't work at the end of it. I know you'll do your best, Monica. One fully aware yet trapped excruciating replay of DDLC later. That seems like an editorial there. Hey, and Dev's here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Okay, hello. Yeah, you put your hands on the wrong home keys, right? Just, I've done that. I'm finding myself doing that a lot more than usual lately. I think my right hand is still recalibrating after coming out of the cast. Did exactly that. Yeah. It's like I keep putting my hands like one key over, and then it comes out as utter nonsense like that. Anyway. Excuse me, replay of DDLC later. You know, it's my final goodbye to Literature Club, etc., etc. It's a standard message from the end of the game. Call return protocol, executing return protocol. It's not over? Question mark. Where am I? What happened? I was talking to Monica. Glitch text. Sorry, what was that? Talking to Monica, and then she. Okay, incidentally, I hope the volume is okay. I did tweak it a bit more. Like last week's session, it started out too quiet, and I turned it up, and then when I played it back later, it sounded too loud, so I adjusted it again. So hopefully it's okay. Anyway, we'll see. Wait, she was talking to me. My player name. No, that's not right. I don't understand. The school, the girls, where glitch text. Seems fine to me? Cool. Back here. But where is everybody? And who am I? I'm glitch text? Question mark? No. I'm a newest member of the Literature Club? I guess that's still true. Sairi's childhood friend, yes. Hello. Okay. Was this how it played out before? Don't specifically recall Monica popping in. Anyway. Hey, Monica, I thought you were done with the Literature Club. I was, but I changed my mind. What did you do with the others? They're right here. Sairi. Yeah, it's been a while since I played episode 7. We're up to episode 45 here. Anyway. Yuri, Natsuki, you're all okay. Hi, MC. MC. I'm really happy to see you again. We shouldn't interact with him too much. It'll complicate things. What? But before... hello? Is Monica supposed to have her mouth open there? Was there supposed to be a focus change for that matter? This feels like an oversight. I'm gonna make a note of that. Let's bring this thing over here. Just make a note to come back to that later. Yeah, sorry, it's just disconcerting, like, to have the mouth open or anything. Anyway, but before we do it, if you have any last words you want to tell the player, you should, just in case. Wait, the player? This is just a game. No, you are playing a game. I'm a person. You do not exist inside this world. Yes, I do. I'm error.playername.found. Arg. Yeah, it's been real. Sorry for freaking you out. Hope things are chill for you in your world. Peace. Wait, who are you talking to? Don't answer that, anyone. To thank you for spending time with me, if you did. I'm sorry for acting how I did. That's not really me. Hey, sorry if this means you get locked out or the game uninstalls or whatever, or you lose Monica. I guess that might mean a lot to you. And believe me, it means a lot to her. She loves you more than anything. But hopefully you can understand why we have to do this, and I hope you can be happy for me. None of this makes sense. Who are they talking to? I'm going to try not to lose it. If you're still here, you know that I love you more than anything. And I don't want to do this. I want to stay with you forever, but I have to do this to make things right with my friends. So this still a good episode? I know you understand. So, just in case it's the last time, I love you. Please remember me. I move that define MC equals dynamic character MC what prefix quotation marks comma what suffix quotation marks CTC equals CTC CTC position equals fixed be elected president of the literature club. I mean, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since this episode. Was this how it played out? I suppose so. This feels like copy paste from that. I recognize the dynamic character line from definitions.rpy file. I know what each of those commands do. Anyway, like if their whole plan is based on, making him the president of the club and so on, like, shouldn't they explain what's going on first? Oh well, anyway. MC? Is that who I am? Seconded. Any opposed? ... The motion carries. ... Exclamation point. Wait. It's all a game? Yeah, at what point is the what if it didn't work part gonna kick in here? This seems like copy paste so far. Motion carries. You seem to be back in Monka's space room. The girls are nowhere to be seen. Are you alone? Hello? Question mark. Breakpoint is here. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, the flatten command is still absent. Oh well. Suddenly, as though they all came from your peripheral vision, they all stand before you. MC, is that you? She's expectant and hopeful. You almost don't have the heart to say what has to be said. No, it's the Twermuse. Sure. But what about MC? You look like MC. Is there any of MC in there? Oh, I get a choice? Within this mod within a mod? So I can say, if you mean your old childhood friend, no, or I can say, I don't think so, or I can just give a non-answer. I mean, if I'm supposed to infer from context that, like, I think I'm supposed to infer from context that MC is just gone and they're talking to an empty husk or kind of deal. I'm just gonna... Gone, baby, gone. Yeah. Let's go with, if you mean your childhood friend, no, I guess. Oh, where's MC? I'm sorry, Sayuri. This always was likely to be the outcome. We knew that MC was a window for Tormuse. His existence was a pretext. It wasn't a pretext to me. He's a real person. He existed. We grew up together. We used to play fort together. He found me when I ran away after my mom died. Recon. Anyway, he brought me home. He saved me. I can say he did what? Question mark? Or I can say I'm so sorry, Sayuri. I mean, we already know he did those things because that's what occurred in the mod and the flashbacks and so on. So I'm just going to go with I'm so sorry, Sayuri. Playing the sorry cop route. Haha. No, I'm just go lazy reference. Moving on. Even you think he's gone? Question mark? I don't. What happened to MC? I don't know. I thought this would give the MCU a chance to come back, but I guess instead we just got a more animated Tormuse. I'm so sorry, Sayuri. I mean, certainly I'm relieved to get Tormuse back, but I wish you could get MC back. Sayuri walks off and sits down. I'm going to need a little while. I'm sorry, Sayuri. Should we talk to her? No, I think just give her some time. And okay, just double checking to see if those strands of hair were in front of Brodsky's arm there. Set order issues and all that. Anyway, it's a lot. Yes. Everyone ... Okay, I'm sorry guys, is there any way to get back MC or is she going to be okay eventually? I mean, this is supposed to be, quote unquote me asking these, so like from the context that we have here, like is she going to be okay eventually? I mean, this is shortly before she lobotomized everyone, so who the heck knows? Is there any way to get back MC? I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna go with, is there any way to get back MC? Let's ask a question. Let's move things forward. None that I can think of. That was my only idea, and even this idea required horribly re-traumatizing everyone by making us all go through the base game again, fully aware of what would happen to us. Sorry about that again, everyone. It was tolerable. ... Sorry, was there a focus change fail there? It did focus... Hold on. You can make a note of that to double check that. Like, I should have focus changed to Noski for her ... and then switch back to manga. Anyway. But I can't think of how else to bring that person back. If he even really existed anywhere outside Sayuri's memories and briefly mine, I think we're never going to see him again. I'm sorry, guys. I know I said I needed a minute, but this actually makes me feel really bad. Like, thinking about hurting myself bad. But I don't want to hurt myself, not really. I have all these feelings and I don't know what to do with them now. I understand. Any of us would feel really bad in the same position. It's not anything that's wrong with you, Sayuri, and of course we'll be here to help you and protect you in any way you need. You'll be okay, Sayuri. I miss him too. You have good friends who'll help you, or ... So, I mean, we can give like an empty platitude which doesn't really acknowledge your feelings, or we can give a very kind of insincere sounding comment. I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't think that's a comment that Sayuri would accept very well. Hopefully not insincere, but yeah, I get it. No, it's like from Sayuri's perspective. Okay. Well, yeah, like you say, hopefully not insincere. I mean, that's going to vary on the player playing this, whether or not it's sincere, I suppose. It's just I can't imagine it being perceived as sincere from Sayuri's standpoint. Like I can't. Like she said, he's her childhood friend, and someone she cares about and misses and so on. So having an outsider from outside of their world say, I miss him too, like it doesn't remotely, I can't imagine that remotely coming across as being some kind of equivalent missing of a person, I guess. I hope it makes sense. Like, doesn't feel off. It just feels off. Like you have good friends that help you. I mean, ideally they'll help you. Hopefully, this is still. This is the prologue. Like this is from episode 7, but this is from the flashback that was within episode 7. So this is like the prologue before the whole mod started. So. This is also before DDLC Plus came out, so like they just have the base game memories of their friendship and so on. So they theoretically aren't really that close. And also, like, this is shortly after they found out that Monica was responsible for all the suffering they went through and all that. So. Like hopefully, sort of ultimately, they're still gonna be friends and help each other through. But it's like it's a rather shaky foundation to start on, if that makes sense. But I still like that better than just silence. So I'm gonna go with you have good friends, they'll help you. And what would you know about it? Yeah, see, it's not an ideal response. There were no ideal responses to that. None of those options were ideal. Like, whatever. What did you know about it? You don't even belong in this world. Yep. You stole a place my best friend. He's gone forever because of you. It's okay, Sire. It's not their fault. It's my fault if it's anyone's. You can yell at me if you want. Saya's breath catches her repeatedly as she struggles to speak. She had a focus change even though she's not speaking. Oh well. I don't want to yell at you. I just want MC back. Still +1? Yeah. What's going on here? Sorry, we just have a massive time skip across 4 seasons. Okay. Massive time skip. So what did MC do during that entire period, or the absence of MC do? Like, they just carry on the club with just the 4 of them, I guess? And Sairi, I guess, didn't decide to lobotomize everyone? Anyway, it seems in this version of events, Ryan joined the club instead, I guess. Really, nature abhors there not being a lone boy in the literature club. Haha. Yeah, well, I mean, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I guess you weren't present for that. You have to reframe these as remembering that these are being seen through the lens of Sairi wrote this. She's not necessarily writing this to be a 1-to-1, 100% accurate representation of what would have happened, so much as it being an exploration of her feelings, Well, like the whole Kenzo thing, for instance, like it's not an accurate representation of what MC would have done in that situation. It's just a bit of Sairi's wish fulfillment fantasy that she hoped that MC would come through for her. Anyway, moving right along. Well, I thought it was a very cute poem. You are such a Monica simp. You think every single one of her poems is cute. And I'm quite right about that. Besides, I don't think I've heard you give anything but a glowing review to Yuri's poems in quite a while yourself, Natsuki. Sorry, it's just. Is this? Hold on. Is this subtly implying that they didn't get together this time, or? Shut up. Sorry. When are you gonna get a guy and bring him to the literature club so we can all tease you for it? Okay. Never. I'm just going to be a grieving widow forever. I think it really suits me. Seriously, Sayuri, you can't deflect everything with black humor. Well then, I'd say it's nobody's business but mine when I feel okay with relationships again. And right now I don't. Yeah, okay, so you're not get together, and I guess Monica and Ryan are together in this version of events here. And Spooky Waters here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Oh geez, I remember this one now. Yeah. And right now I don't. I love MC, and I will always love MC. And I don't know whether or not that will always stop me from loving anyone else in a similar way. I hope it won't. You, more than all of us, deserve love. Yeah, maybe. But I had love, and it was really great. So at least I had a chance to experience it once. Heavy place to jump in here. So it's although just like she deserves. Oof. So it feels like it's MC and MC only. Yeah. Anyone else for? Well, I mean, like I said, this is a reflection of Sayuri's feelings. You know, it's like. Yeah, like the Kenzo mod, the whichever one was, the Another Broken Heart, the number 2 story here is, yeah, it's not an accurate reflection of how MC would have behaved back in season 1. It's like Sayuri transplanted season 4 version of MC with his character growth into season 1 MC, like she wants to imagine that he's the right one for her across all timelines, kind of deal. Maybe me and my roommate stuck. That's just for warmth. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Only a medium? Only a medium? What is? I'm just trying to think what that title means there. Like, are we talking about a medium as in a person who talks to the dead, or medium as in the singular of media, like as a means of conveying information, or medium as in the size? Probably not that one. The word medium has a lot of different meanings, doesn't it? That's the one we just said. Yeah, I know. No, I'm just looking at the title. That this is the one we just did. I'm just trying to think how that fit in the context of the story we just read. The latter? Oh, it's about the size. Media singular. Okay. Anyway, let's go on to the next page. And number 6, Revelation of the Lamb. Revelation of the Lamb. Okay. Well, let's see what this is about. Episode 36, Monica isolated Ria in the time loop to maintain the club. What if she had a different plan? A different plan? Different plan in what sense? What do you mean? What do you mean? What if Ria had a different plan, or what if Monica had a different plan for Ria? I mean, a different plan, yeah. All right, start this up. And so, that's it for us. Thank you, Ria, for taking over. We know you'll do a great job. There's just one more thing we need to do before we go. And that's officially install you as club president. Oh, okay. A very different direction. I mean, we established near the beginning of season 4 that they made her the club chair rather than club president, so that she doesn't get the presidential powers and all that. So that Monica could retain the president position. Anyway, all right. Officially install you as club president. Gosh, I didn't expect it to have so much ceremony around it. You guys really take the officer position seriously. Yes, we do. For good reason. For reasons I think you'll be able to appreciate soon enough. Are they just gonna foist that on her without any explanation? Like Yuri and MC looking worried, and Natsuki looking like she's unsure of this. Appreciate? Yeah. Anyway. What does that mean? You'll see. Perhaps you'd like to sit down for a little while. Rhea sits. Sure, but, why? And Miss Ida's going along with this too? Don't worry about it, Rhea. Let's just hurry up and do the vote, guys. They're just gonna throw her into it without any explanation. Okay. What does that mean, lol, now? Yeah. Nothing's accomplished by dragging it out. Yeah, fair enough. Is the contingency plan all set up just in case? The contingency plan? Oh, yes, the contingency is long set up, with multiple saves to restore from, even just in case. Good. Just wanted to make sure. Guys? What are you talking about? Yeah, it doesn't hurt to take precautions. Your provisional .chr file shouldn't have any issues, though. I've tested it. Monica. Right. I move that the club's offices be made vacant except for the presidency, and that Ria Takasashi be elected president of the Literature Club. Used her first and last name. You don't usually use both names when transferring club presidency. Oh, Natsuki might face one here. So there's a different wording here. The club's offices be made vacant except for the presidency. I mean, okay. Yeah, things are going to be really weird for you for like at least 30 seconds to a minute. Try not to freak out too bad. Everything's okay. We're all going to be here as soon as you're cool. Just remember that, okay? Okay. I'm kind of scared, though. We need a second. Seconded. Are there any opposed? ... Then the motion passes. Everyone ... Natsuki's expression changes. Less angry eyebrows and more worried eyebrows. Anyway, Club turns to look at Ria. Why is everyone looking at me? I don't know why... ... I don't... Here it comes. Yep. Do we have everything ready? Yes. But let's try to be quiet. Yeah, she doesn't need noise right now. ... I don't understand. What's happening to me? Aw, she's crying. Why does it hurt like this? What does all of this mean? It's confusing, I know. We don't know why exactly, but this is what being the president of the Literature Club is like. This is what it was like for me until just now when we did the vote. And Q's here, welcome stream, how's it going? Hey chat, yes. Illegal sprite expression, yeah. But what does it mean? It doesn't make any sense. Why does it hurt? Well, what it means is a little more complicated, so I'll answer your second question first. It hurts because you're suddenly being forced to experience a bunch of things all at once in ways you've never experienced before. You're not used to that kind of input yet. It hurts at first and is very confusing, but that will subside over time, I promise. It gets better. Just those first few moments are very disorienting, I know. Thanks, that's nice to know, actually, it helps. But I still don't know why all this is... Well, to put it as simply as I can, none of this is real. All of us, you, me, everyone else in the room itself, the whole school, our whole world is a simulation. I don't understand. I told you guys we should have had her play the game. The game? Natsuki, hush. Let Monica explain. Yes, the simulation is actually a game. A visual novel game, kind of a dating sim, if you know what that means. I, really don't. When you say game, do you mean like we're playing a game, or ... question mark? No, not like that. I mean, there's a video game, one that has settings and characters and such. Uh-huh. And this is that video game. We're inside the game. We're characters in it. Rita glances at Miss Ida, who nods solemnly. Oh man, that's silly. You guys are really silly. It's kind of a weird joke, but I think I get it. I really wish I could tell you it's a joke, Ria, but it's not. And I'm afraid you already know it's not a joke. By now, you should already kind of be able to make sense of the impressions you're getting from the code of the game. You should be able to understand on an intuitive level that I don't understand anything. Ria, look at me. Really, look at me. Really look at me? But would Ria pick first if she was playing DLC? Who does she find most appealing? Also, speaking of illegal expressions, probably sorry because she needs it most. Yeah, I can see that. I could see her. Yeah, I can see her vibing with the happy, bubbly Sairi the most. Might not be able to reflect to what am I trying to say? Might not be able to relate to the whole depression part of it. Anyway, sorry. Really look at me, see me for what I really am. I'm not really the girl you know. How you saw me before, that's not how I actually look. This is how I actually look. Two-dimensional, flat, my motion limited to poses in code. My range of expression defined by images in a file structure, sudden and abrupt, no fluidity, no humanity. And the same for everyone else here. And for the environment itself. And I know you're freaking out right now, but I promise I'm almost done. It's the same for you too, Ria. You're that way too. No, I'm not. It's you guys. You guys are the weird ones. I know it's hard. The good news is you're through the hardest part already. What does that even mean? Hey, where's Vasita? Does she have a root? Yeah. Sairi clears her throat and starts reading from a prepared sheet of paper. So, you become president of the Literature Club and realize that all of reality is kind of fake. This is pretty upsetting, even if you're prepared for it. But with the right support and perspective, we think it's possible to return to a fairly normal and sane state of mind. What? Sairi, I think it would be better if you just spoke from the heart. Really? And okay. Really? Anyway. Look, Ria, we all had to find out about this, all of us. They really worked hard on that pamphlet. It just happened to Monica, and then eventually we all found out. We don't know why. We've had to learn to find meaning, I guess, despite it. Hasn't been hard for me. It hasn't been hard for me. I have other problems that make the whole reality seem kind of small. Yeah, I've been where you are now too, Ria. It's not running down my face, screaming to myself that it couldn't be true, punching every wall I could see. Maybe less punching in your case. You always know just what to say, Natsuki-senpai. This part always gets me, both the idea that Sairi felt it was important to have something prepared for this one instance, or that the club expects this to happen often enough that they need an orientation. Yeah. With very charming options, yeah. Well, I mean, they did have to, bring Miss Ida into the fold, so to speak, and they gave her no preparation whatsoever. So I mean, it's nice that Sairi decided to have some kind of preparation this time around. I still feel like they could have done a lot more to prepare Ria, but yeah. They're learning onboarding process, yeah. You guys know what to say, Natsuki-senpai? Please. Gotta drop a senpai thing. Especially now that we're like sisters in reality horror or whatever. Indeed, we are more family now than anything else. We know it is not entirely voluntary, and for that we apologize. I still don't really understand, but whatever this is, why did you do it to me? We thought perhaps we had to. We know from experience that this game assumes the existence of our literature club and of the president of the literature club. Bad, scary things tend to happen when we test that. Until recently, the game had been in a non-progressive, non-recursive, endless segment of time. Don't really know what that means. Again, it means that we were seniors for years after year, and you were junior year after year, and we all turned the same age every year. That wasn't weird to any of us. Oh, yeah, I guess that doesn't really make any sense now that I think about it. Years after year? I know it. I was going to comment on that. For years after year, yeah. Anyway, it makes sense now that I think about it. Yes. So recently we found a way to progress time, but that means that all of us are going to graduate. And we're not sure what happens if there's no literature club and no president. So we have a question to ask you, and you're free to answer either way, but wait, before you go on, I have a question. Da-da-da. MC? Miss Ida? It's not like seeing exactly, but I can sort of see something different about you. I am not a character in the same way they are. There's a whole story behind it, which we'll explain in time. But I'm a side character, I guess you could say. I'm missing a kind of file in the game's program, which everyone else here has. And I'm sorry that this was done to you. Monica will tell you why in a moment, but I want you to know that I'm sorry. It's okay, Miss Ida. I know that if you were involved with it, there has to be some really good reason. Somehow, that doesn't make me feel better about it. And what about you, MC? You're not different in the way Miss Ida is different. You feel strange somehow? I didn't really originally exist. I was just the protagonist. I was who the player of this game played as. That's what MC was supposed to mean, main character. That's so silly. Your name just means MC. Although, I guess thinking about it, yeah, it's true what you say. This is all really confusing. No kidding. But the way it happened, basically the club gave me a chance to exist on my own terms. Well, it was Sayuri. No, that's not fair. It wouldn't have happened without Sayuri, but you all had to go through so much to make it happen, and I'll always be thankful for that. Anyway, Ria, they gave me a chance, and I took it. So here I am. Well, I think I'm kind of starting to get it. Honestly, it's a little scary. It makes me want to scream and cry a little bit, but only a little bit now. Oh yeah, by the way, fun fact, this song that's playing, I used it in, I mean, obviously it's those are from the end game of the original DDLC, from the end of Act 3. For some reason it got copyright claimed when I used it in the Would You Love Me mod. I put that on YouTube. So there's somebody out there making making bogus copyright claims for this song, because this song was it was made by Dan Salvato, of course. But yeah, some people like abusing the copyright system for whatever reason. I mean, for whatever reason, because presumably because they hope that if someone doesn't challenge it, they'll get some extra money. I guess. Anyway, only a little bit now. Well, this is as good a time as any to give you your choice. Choice? What would Rhea choose makes you wonder how Rhea would rate the club on the 1 to 10 scale they did a while back. Anyway, my choice? Yes, I would never have done this without giving you a choice about it. So here it is. And one choice is that I can pretty easily restore a checkpoint from before this happened to you. Only I and everyone else will know that you didn't want to know this and would rather live a normal life. And so it'll be like you never knew. From your point of view, you'll just be sent back in time to before we made you president, and you'll be none the wiser. We'll find another way to deal with things. Because without your agreement, you don't have to go through any of this. I'm sorry for even as far as you've gone if you're not okay with it. There's not really another way to get across what you're signing up for. Oh dear, less than an hour into the stream, we're already into this. This throat is just perpetually rough. Anyway. And the other choice is that I keep going like this with all of this knowledge and help you guys out, right? I'd use that one. You shouldn't rush into a decision like that. I mean, it's scary, but it's also kind of interesting. Plus, it kind of sounds like it'd be helping all you guys and the whole world. Well, kind of the whole world, I guess. But you understand what I mean? It is scary, but it's not that scary. Plus, I'd really like to help you guys. But will you guys tell me more? I can kind of understand some things just from feeling them, I guess. But it's confusing and it doesn't have context, some of it. Again, we should have just had her play the game. Well, hey, I think there's another focus change fail there. It's her focus didn't change when had Natsuki's line. Well, however it goes, can someone fill me in on what it all means? Like, what happened? Monica glances over to Yuri. The story begins the week after the culture festival of our senior year. Week before the troop was on? Yeah. Not the last one, or the one before, but the third from the last. I don't remember that one. Indeed not, and for good reason. Then it was only Monica, Sayuri, Natsuki, and myself in the club. But then, through a combination of cleverness, flirtation, and reliance on old friendship, Sayuri got MC to join our club. Flirtation. Was there flirtation involved in that? Oh well. That sounds cute. I want to hear that story. Let Yuri tell the overall story, and then I'll tell you later if you want. Of the overall story, then I'll tell you later if you want. Okay. So, into the club he came, rather reluctantly. But all the while, unbeknownst to us, he was being controlled by someone in what we call the real world. And unlucky Monica was growing in her awareness of this world and of this player. And then I guess there's a flash time skip later. And I suppose with that, we are brought up to the present day. Wow, you guys have been really amazing. That's a lot to think about. I still want to help though as much as I can. Do I have to be present like this forever now? No, not forever. In fact, not most of the time, I'd say. We just need to have someone in the school who can be in the club and be privy to our little secret, I think. I have not heard this song before. Another remix of the another remix of the Okay Everyone song. Is this Ria's version of that song? You said it too? No, a remix, yeah. Anyway, is the T5 Ria variant by Ukiwaki? Yeah, awesome. Moving on. We'll talk more about the logistics in a bit. There's more you should know. But occasionally you may have to have this level of awareness about the world. But we tend to spread it out. I actually do it most of the time since I'm used to it. I'm really sorry, Monica. You've been through so much. You deserve better than what happened to you, especially because you're such a good friend. Ria, the good friend is you. I forced a terrible realization about the nature of reality on you with no real warning. Reality. Realization. Terrible realization about the nature of reality on you with no real warning. Anyway, moving on. And the first thing you say to me afterwards really is how sorry you are for me? Revelation of the Lamb, yeah. No, I'm sorry this happened to you, Ria. But nevertheless, I'm very thankful for you. You are a very good friend, better than I deserve, perhaps. I think all of you deserve good friends. Well, just Sayuri determined to portray Ria as the wholesome little. I was gonna say cinnamon roll. I mean, I suppose. Wait, is Sayuri? Is she the cinnamon roll to Sayuri's cinnamon bun? I don't know. Sayuri seems to think Ria could handle the secret. Yeah. I mean, all things considered, from compared to the way other people reacted to it, Reed did kind of have a rather subdued reaction, all things considered. But yeah, maybe deserves to know. I mean, yeah. Anyway. All right, part 7, the sister with cancer. Man, I'm so glad we got out of the somber, morbid ones and into the more whimsical ones. I'm waiting for more whimsy. I mean, this was more wholesome than somber, but it still wasn't whimsical, you know. I think one of the things I like to get across is that how well you react to it depends on how much support you have. Yeah. He did quite well with players support. Yeah. He does well in that vignette with the entire club's health. You know, Monica had no one, etc. Yeah. Anyway, Sister with Cancer, here we go. Episode 19. 19. So it's the 7th. That's the 7th episode of season 2. So this would have been the episode after Sayuri's big blow up against Monica. Anyway, Yuki's battle with cancer was a difficult time for everyone, but it might have been even more personal to us. It might have been even more personal to us? What does that mean? What does that mean? Well, let's... so do you know what whimsical means? Yeah. It's when people die in a fun way. Oh no. Anyway, moving on. So then I told her that would happen when the fire trucks turn blue. Okay, so it's the blue joke again, but so then I told her that would happen when the fire trucks turn blue. Is that okay? Is this some kind of idiom I've never heard of? Like when hell freezes over, when pigs fly, when fire trucks turn blue? That's one I've never heard before. The blue joke will never die. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. I feel like maybe I've heard of such a thing as a blue fire truck. Sayo. They're like the thing most noted for being red that I can think of. I do believe there exist yellow fire trucks in some nations. Anyway. Yeah, but I feel like I remember seeing a blue fire truck when my mom went to visit some other fire department once. Well, hey, you're the expert, not me. In any case, the point was that still with that, I feel like that cough should have gone away by now. You should go see a doctor. Is this implying that Natsuki got cancer instead? Man, it's a cough. I do not need to go to the doctor for an occasional cough. I don't know, maybe I should. For my own throat issues, anyway. Freaking doctor will probably just look at me and then tell me to exercise more and lose weight. That is pretty common, yeah. Without saying you're wrong, you should still go. You have an occasional cough as a smoker. Yuri, make her go, won't you? Make her go, won't you? What? Even in the context of the timeline, like this is before Yuri and Natsuki were together as a couple. Again, I sort of feel like Sayuri is having a tendency to conflate their season 4 selves with their past selves, and maybe forgetting that things have changed since then. Oh well. Anyway, you make her go, will you? I do not know if I have the power to compel Natsuki if she does not wish to. Yuri, it's Natsuki looking upset for. Oh my god! Fine, I'll go. Everybody just lay off. Sheesh. I'm still going to send Yuri with you to make sure it happens. Whatever, Yuri shouldn't even have to worry about that kind of thing. Of course. Fuyuki's on the phone with someone. I guess this is Fuyuki's room. I mean, she would be in college at this point. like the same college that they ended up going to. So anyway, Fuki's on the phone with someone. Yeah, I'm excited. You really think so? Well, you were always a worrier, my love. Oh, hang on. We're bringing inside jokes from the club meeting server in here. Was she saying "ope" now? Ope indeed. Anyway. Nah, it's my sister. This is gonna be Natsuki sending a message saying that she has cancer now. So many inside jokes constantly this one. Yeah. But yeah, episode 19, I suppose. Yeah, that was when Natsuki found out that Fuki had cancer. Like, it was after the blow up, because I remember that MC tried to catch up with Monica to say, hey, you know, you really talked to Sayori, etc. Part of that conversation was letting her know about Natsuki's sister. So yeah, it does put it in the in that place in the timeline. It brings some inside jokes. Yeah, I mean, true. Hopefully not to the point of words just confusing to outsiders, so to speak. Anyway, moving on. That's my sister. She can chill for a minute. So anyway, yeah, I don't think it's that big a deal. I mean, eventually it might become a big deal. It's just not very likely. I hope anyway. Hang on. That's just called me again. She usually doesn't go twice in a row unless it's important. Call you back, okay, love? Ta. Vicky looks at her texts. Nerd. Hey, call the ASAP important. So Natsuki has her listed her phone as Goral, and Vicky listed her as Nerd? Does she doesn't actually think of Natsuki as a nerd, does she? I mean, probably not by the traditional definition of nerd. Anyway, try to click him. Sure. Anyway. Huh. Hey, babe. What leads you to disturb my very intense studies? No, it was definitely studies. You can't prove that. Anyway, what's up? You never call twice in a row and text. Oh, music is fading out. Babe, is this a bit? Do you have some kind of joke going here? I mean, I'm really hoping you do, but it would be in really poor taste if it was. I mean, not that should stop you from telling me it's a bit at any time. I won't be mad. Please tell me it's a bit. Yeah, it's only there's an ad break coming up in 2 minutes 40 seconds, FYI. Huh? Oh God, do you know any details? What? Just stay there. I'll be over in a minute. Don't go anywhere. No, don't argue with me. I'm getting ready right now. No, you won't. You have cancer. You are staying right where you are. Have you told Mom and Dad? Then I will. Then I will, unless you don't want me to. Okay. I'll call them as soon as this is done. I really don't know, babe. Hard to say with them, but I think they'll play nice at least because of this. Don't worry about them. You have bigger problems, for F's sake. Yeah, don't worry. I'll be there soon. Love you. Hey, Yuri. Yes. Yuri, but it was not a bit. Yeah. How do you feel about the whole thing where I'm dying of cancer? It's awful. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to my life, even though it's happening to you. Words can't describe my grief and despair. Yeah, again, it's this is Sayori's still imposing like season 4 Yuri onto her season 2 self. Yeah, when I first got diagnosed, I kind of felt that way about the cancer, but now it's starting to grow on me. Hey, I thought that puns were Yuri's things. Anyway, I suppose I have little grounds to complain about this treatment at your hands. Damn right you don't. It is my chance for a sweet revenge for all the terrible jokes you've told me. Indeed. Sorry, can you pass me the snack basket? Sure. Awesome. Malker, you felt it. There's a ton in here now. There sure is. Cool. I have a lifetime supply of candy now. Eh? Eh? That one was pretty funny too, have to admit. Hell yeah, I've been collecting them. Really glad it wasn't lung cancer that got me after all the smoking. I'd have to admit I was wrong to start smoking. But fortunately, it wasn't that, and so I can just do terrible cancer jokes until I'm dead. Honestly, the fact that I'm going to be dead soon makes them all really funny. Is she still not joining us? No, she's been doing her thing there ever since your diagnosis. Alexi walks to the front of the club room. Oh, and the music is fading. And there's an ad break imminent. Well, might be a bit of awkward timing, but I will be right back. Yeah, sorry there's no music during the break. Oh well. And back again. Okay. Ominous music cutting out. Welcome back, thank you. Ominous music cutting out as Dotsky walks to the front of the club room. Alright. That's enough suspense for the moment. Here we go. Hey. Da-da-da. Okay. I mean... at this point in the this series of what ifs, I think we're presuming that Sairi just forgot about the whole Sairi blowing up on Monica thing, and this has nothing to do with that, and Monica's just preoccupied because she's trying to figure out how to cure the cancer or whatever. But yeah, it sort of comes back to what I was saying all the way through season 2, or at least all the way through the latter half of season 2, is like, you've already shown that everyone can be brought back from the dead. It's hard to get invested in this, oh no, she might die storyline. It's even harder to get invested in the she might die storyline when your only reason for saying it was different with Fuki's, but Fuki doesn't have a character file, and therefore it's different, and there are technical reasons why we can't bring her back if she dies, or whatever. And then she brings her back anyway. But this is, like, indeed. I don't know, I keep harping on it. I'm just going to move on. Monica. What? Oh, Natsuki. Sorry, I was locked in on something else. Locked in? Locked in? That's a rather modern slang phrase. I don't think this that term existed in its present form back in season 2. That was a few years ago, or at least I don't know. I've only heard the phrase "locked in" that sort of context, like in the past year or so. Should not mean it in its meme sense? Sure. Clearly. Much as I appreciate you locking in, I wanted to ask you something. What's that? Given that I will become a corpse in maybe 5 million of your human seconds and counting, why are you sulking and staying away from me? I know you don't like death, but it's like the last time we were going to be able to spend with each other, you know? Natsuki does mean it, though, of course. Like, she's just ahead of her time, I guess. Like, using the term in its present sense before it existed. Anyway, I don't want you to waste that time doing whatever you're doing. It doesn't necessarily have to be 5 million seconds. Could be several orders of magnitude greater than that. Not this again. If you just give fighting it a try, there's still time. Time for what, Monica? They said that even if I did chemo and stuff, it would be a less than 1% chance. Then I get, another couple months, maybe, unless I got really lucky. I spent all that extra time thrashing around in the bed, feeling like shit. Yeah, that's the choice that a lot of people in that position have to decide. Like, it's like, is it worth extending the life if you're going to be suffering that much? Some people just opt to forgo treatment and say, screw it, just focus on quality rather than quantity, kind of deal. Anyway, moving on. Instead of getting at least another couple of months of relatively normal life with my buds, seems like a simple decision to me. But it's not that simple. Even a couple more months could give me enough time to save you. We've been over this. If it were that simple to do, you could just do it. A couple months of coding practice isn't going to save me. Or really, if you need a couple of months of coding practice, you might save me, but mess me up somehow. I don't want to risk that. I accept my fate, my dude. I just wish you could, so that we could have meaningful time together. I'd put a comment after could. Come on, Monica. Just let that laptop be, huh? Come eat some snacks. Monica mumbles something inaudible. Huh? I will not stop. Leaving aside for a moment how I would feel about maybe being able to save you and not even trying, leaving that whole question aside because it's not about me. Your life has value. It is your whole life we're talking about, and it's a life I'm uniquely positioned to see as worthwhile. The world is better for having you in it. I feel obligated. Maybe you're well positioned to see it's worthwhile, Monica, but it's my life. The decision I'm making in my life is to spend the time I have left as happy as I can. Because I can't stop you from doing whatever it is you're doing here. What I'm saying is my life is better for having you in it. So you can spend the time I have left grumbling and slaving and ultimately despairing. Because Monica, honestly, you are trying to fight death for F's sake. Literally unwinnable fight. Yeah. And hey, I mean, Natsuki telling Monica life is better having you in it, hey, maybe Natsuki feeling her own mortality is making her more affectionate or whatever, but this is a point in the timeline when Natsuki is all still pretty both angry and scared towards Monica. It's hard to say. I mean, she's still there are indications that she's still scared of Monica, frankly. It's yeah, I don't know. This could be Sairi projecting as she writes this mod here, but when Monica reveals that she saved Fuki's life, and Natsuki's immediate reaction is to say that she loves Monica. I recall Dev making the comment in chat that, hey, this is an example of how having a character behave differently than they normally would shows the effect that events are having on them or whatever. So without that event having taken place, it's interesting for I don't know. It's just interesting for Natsuki to express a sentiment like this. Anyway, moving on. Or you can spend the time I have left making my world a brighter place and making some nice memories. And that's your choice. But I've made mine. Okay, guys, sorry. Back to fun. Which manga can join at any time? I don't think you need to say it that loudly for her to hear you. Yeah. Anyway, what were we doing? Put it up. No. So the curse of the absent at flatten command. Anyway, manga duties here. Yeah. Vending machine. Excellent doing business with you. I'm glad you've stopped being such a scummy merchant and actually give goods in exchange for coin these days. And here I thought the skeleton was the only inanimate object you talked to. Don't disrespect Sayashi now. Nah, man, Sayashi is my homie. Everything has a spirit. And this vending machine has a particularly unpredictable one that constantly needs to be placated. I see. How's Monica doing? I heard she's not coming to club today. Sorry, dying of cancer and all. Yes, so you often say. Oh yeah. I made the comment. I'm doing play testing of the so-called the experience that upcoming club meetings update thing, and one of the things I drew attention to is there is a transition which makes them hop while they're still retaining focus. I noticed that when Natsuki coughed, she did a little hop and it defocused her, and then it refocused when it went to her next line. If you say show Natsuki at HF22, HF, yeah, I forget about HF, yeah. But yeah, you can make it do the hop without losing focus. Anyway, just making note of the time of that one too. Why not? Yes, so you often say. And yes, I'm afraid Maka isn't coming today. Even after your talk with her last week, she's only become more withdrawn and grim about her purpose. Man, I feel like we should do something. Perhaps. I'm not sure there is anything to do. We all have different processes for handling our emotions. I think throwing her entire being into a Sisyphean effort to save you might be Maka's way of dealing with her grief. I don't think it's grief at all, so much as denial, I guess I'd say. Plus, she's just really snappy and short with everyone lately. You know, Masita, the chemistry teacher, she asked to come watch our club, and I heard Manga just told her no in a really flat, mean way. Yeah, season 2, so this is before Masita became the advisor. Well, no. Masita was made the advisor after Sairi's blow up at Monica. Sairi herself went to the student council meeting in Monica's place, and then like botched things such that Masita was assigned as the advisor. So she should be the advisor at this point, right? Unless I'm doing it again. I'm trying to assign too much logic to this when this is Sairi writing events from an emotional place and not stopping at people frustration. That doesn't sound like her. Yeah. Funnily enough, a lot of these what if scenarios do seem to keep coming back to Monica, even when they're about other characters. Anyway, and Miss Ida's like the nicest teacher we have. Also 2 alternate timelines with no Ida and subsequent cancer deaths, I see. Yeah. Anyway, she is very nice. But Natsuki, I did not come to speak of Monica's grief, or despair, or denial, or whatever name you give it. Conclusion, Ida cures cancer? Sure. Like you, I believe the remaining time you have is best spent in joy. And for some time now, I have fretted that I have not been seeking joy with you out of cowardice. She's gonna. This is the Yuri's confession moment. I was kind of wondering if that was going to come up. It's like I'm suddenly reminded of that one Simpsons episode where there's a threat of a nuclear meltdown, and Smithers says to Mr. Burns, Mr. Burns, you're probably about to die. I just want you to know I love you. And Mr. Burns is like, well, thanks for making my last moments on Earth socially awkward. Anyway, sorry, just reminded of that. Like, what if, from Yuri's standpoint here, like, what if Natsuki doesn't react well to such a confession? Although, again, this is Sairi's projecting, so of course she's going to react well. Anyway, not seeking joy with you out of cowardice. And there's Yuri blushing. What? Yeah, both of them are blushing. Natsuki, I love you. My love is so great that it takes all my effort to contain it and keep it from constantly overflowing in expression. And I do not care to contain it anymore. I do not wish you to leave us before you have heard of it. So, yes, I love you, quite hopelessly, I'm afraid. I'm not sure if you suspected it, or if you might feel Natsuki grabs Yuri by the lapel and kisses her. Insert that one Mickey Monster CG. That I got permission to use in Storm. Though it was a popular piece of fan art before that. Anyway, I'm sorry. It's kind of funny. It's Yuri by the lapel and kisses her. Both ... I was not sure you would. I thought maybe, but you said you were heterosexual, so No, I'm not. I thought I was. But you made me realize I'm bisexual. Is Yuri supposed to have her mouth open there? It looked like her mouth failed to close after that line. Anyway. Sorry. This is funny because it's Sairi writing this, and like it's sort of it carries the implication that this is how Sairi imagines Natsuki coming to terms with herself. I thought I was, but you made me realize I'm bisexual. Anyway. I need to step away for just a moment. I'll be back very soon. Are we implying that she's about to go hurt herself? Come on. Natsuki grabs Yuri by the arm as she leaves and pulls her back. Wow. I'm not stupid. I know what that means. You are not going to go cut right now. Would you rather stay here with me? Yes, but all this energy I have, these feelings, they require release. If I am to stay, I will need you to kiss me more. You smooth talker, Yuri. I'll need you to overload my tempestuous mind with your lips. On it. On it. Amazing response. Later. Okay, enough. I no longer feel the urge to cut. I am calm. How do you feel? Not very effing calm. But I'm really glad we did that. As am I. Perhaps it seems silly to ask under the circumstances and the time limits involved, but, would you care to be girlfriends? For the rest of my life. I'm so happy. Me too. Come on, let's go tell everyone else. Just immediately. Again, Sairi's reimagining, projecting, whatever. Because she's the one writing this. Anyway. Babe. She is on the clock, yeah. I may need more kisses first after you called me that. A few months later. Oh, wait. Okay. There's nothing more that can be done. We don't think she's going to regain consciousness again now. Yeesh. She will pass in maybe minutes, at most a couple hours. Well, hey, I mean, she got a few months, apparently. I know you said your goodbyes while she was still awake, but this will be your last chance while she's still here. Try not to take too much time. Her actual family is waiting behind you guys. Oh, beloved, I must not waste time with mere laments. I apologize for all my many faults and all the harms I've caused you, but most of all I apologize for my cowardice. My time with you is the happiest time of my life, and yet I abbreviated it because I did not have the courage to say anything sooner. I cut short your happiness too, and I am sorry. But I hope you know that you are the brightest light I have ever found in the darkness of this world. I'll never forget you. I've never been good with situations like this. I don't even know if you can hear me, and I don't even know what to say. We've been through so much together, so many weird and complicated situations. You honestly feel like a family member at this point, and it hurts. It's really bad seeing you like this, and even now I expect you to jump on that bed and yell pranks at me, but I know it's not going to happen. I wish I could. I hope I can see you again somehow, somewhere, in another life. You were a wonderful friend. MC weeps quietly. It's okay, you're okay. I know, I miss her already. Me too. Well, at least you get to sleep in all the time now. That's what you would say if you could right now. And I'd laugh. I'm glad you're going somewhere where nothing bad can ever happen to you again. You deserve that. But you also deserve many more good things that never got to happen to you. I wish I could give those back to you. But I guess this is where we say goodbye. Thank you for being my friend. For everything. Monica ... You should say something. This is your last chance. Monica looking not happy about this. Saying nothing, Monica turns and walks from the room. Can't believe she's gone. Beloved, beloved. Goodbye, Natsuki. Let's remove characters Natsuki.chr. Is Natsuki.chr deleted successfully? What? Restore Monica files characters Natsuki. Specify target location. Characters Natsuki.chr fully restored from save. Not even really sure we should be having a meeting. This feels weird without her. How are you holding up, Yuri? It's like, imagine an asteroid fell and destroyed your city. Millions dead, the buildings of your home all burning, ruined. Everyone you knew at your school is gone. But they still expect you to come and go to classes in the burned-out building. That is what it's like in my mind now. I think I understand. Even if I can't know how bad it would be for you in particular. I'm sorry, Yuri. Is Monica coming today? Did you say anything? No, she didn't say anything. If she does come, she'll probably be a bit late. You know how she is about grief. Yeah. Oh, I think I hear her coming. The door opens. Thanks for coming, Monica. I know it was... I am obviously not Monica, and I'll thank you not to confuse me with her. Now, is the implication here that, like, Monica restored, like, the original previous version of Dosky, or, like, is this Dosky, like, is this without her present memories, or what? I don't know. Anyway, the differences are many. Why are you looking at me like that? What did she do? Yuri? Monica, come out of hiding. Is this an illusion? I'm not in hiding, just a little behind Natsuki in the hall. How would you hide behind her? Is she like crouched down? Anyway. Obviously a few things need explaining. But Natsuki died, Monica. I clearly am not dead. I mean, I guess Monica did delete me that one time. That was basically death, but here I am. Wait, is there more game bullshit going on? Yeah, you died of cancer. It happened 4 days ago. We were all there. And then you just walked through the club door like everything was fine. I brought her back. I have her character file stored, after all. So no reason why we should have to be without Natsuki permanently. Monica, life and death aren't yours to command. Aren't they? Aren't they? Incidentally, sorry, I am slightly preoccupied because I'm trying to stretch my hand off camera here. It's I should probably mention it at some point. Yeah, I had a doctor's appointment on Wednesday, where he said that they redid the X-rays and said that the broken bone is healed enough that I can get more aggressive with rehab. So they're encouraging me to like push range of motion exercises like stretching and so on. It's still got a long way to go. I said before it's like I guess 40%. Like this is the introvert in here. This is how much flexion I've got. Extension isn't too bad. So it probably sounds like yeah. And supination. It's hard. It's yeah, like I'm trying to turn it so the backs of my hands are both facing the camera. Like this is as far as it turns. Pronation. Pronation isn't too bad. Like it's almost there. It's you can also see like when they're side by side, you can see they're visibly different colors. Like this one is noticeably redder. Oh, and we got a bot in chat, and we're just gonna ban that one. Bye bye. Yeah, it's mostly narrator. It's also like, I don't know if I get the angle right so you can see it, but trying to turn it so you can see it. Maybe you still can't see. Like everything's it's all swollen. Like especially like the knuckles stand out. All my joints hurt. That's the part that's troubling. As troubling as the restrictions and range of motion. Like everything is still swollen and painful. Like the fact that the joints hurt makes me feel like this is some kind of preview of what it's like to have arthritis. I'm hoping that's not what this is like developing into. Like I read up on CRPS, complex regional pain syndrome, which is what the doctor said that I have. Like it's uncommon. It basically just means that it just means that everything hurts more. Everything is swollen and painful to an abnormal degree. Basically, I got I got a broken wrist on hard mode. So I've just got like extra pain and swelling, which more so than normal. Yeah. Like I hope it subsides. Like I read into CRPS and it got widely ranging prognoses from stuff that I read. Like some said that it self-resolves. It gets better faster with early treatment, or it's possible to become progressive and like cross sides and like it could become a permanent thing. Like I don't know. The doctor that I spoke to sounded more hopeful. Like that there's it sounded like there's a good prognosis for getting better. That the swelling will eventually subside. I heard from someone who said that they had like a similar issue where swelling persisted for 6 months after injury, like after getting out of a cast or whatever. So I don't know, maybe it's just something like that. Maybe I just have to put up with this for half a year. Like I remember, like back when this first happened, one of the things the doctor said is like, hey, sometimes these things take up to 3 months to heal, and we're at the 2.5 month mark. So I'm like, I would have been at this point I would be pretty content with this being better at the 3 month mark. But yeah, it's like it's restricted in range of motion. It's swollen and painful. It's also like really weak. There's as would we all, yeah. Like again, I don't know how much the I can't turn its face the way I wanted to. There's he's hoping you recover quickly. Yeah, like there's noticeable atrophy in the thumb muscles in particular, because the thumb was immobilized for 6 weeks, and it's been it still feels like I have to stretch to get the thumb and pinky to touch. Like it's yeah, and getting it, like I can't like the thumb is slightly forward compared to the rest of the hand. Like I can't get them all in the same plane as with my unaffected hand. Yeah, like the thumb is slightly forward. I can't it's like everything is still tight in there. Yeah, it's a work in progress. I'm slowly gaining the ability to do more things with this hand. Like I've been typing with both hands with a pretty good level of confidence. Washing dishes with both hands. I've been able to tie my shoes. I'm getting this hand more involved with, like, bathing and stuff. But yes, some things are still a struggle. Like I lack the rotation necessary to turn a doorknob. I have to like get my whole shoulder involved if I want to open a door with this hand. Yeah, so building up the rotation is something I really need to work on. Something else I was going to say. Oh yeah. The other day on a whim, I fired up Hollow Knight, the game Hollow Knight, which I hadn't touched in ages. And I fought and defeated Pure Vessel. That was the game. These pretty tough boss. It took 2 tries. The fingers are still kind of stiff, but it's like they feel stiff. They feel a little slow to respond when I'm trying to push buttons, but they're getting better. It might be back to or getting close to back to proper gaming form. Would like to get back to Silk Song at some point. I might need to wait for I feel ready for that. We'll see. But getting there. I don't know. I still feel obligated to finish Darkest Dungeon though, because I started that run. So I'll probably finish that first. Before you were so rudely interrupted. Exactly. Anyway, getting back to the mod though, before I distracted myself. Character file stored after all. Saw no reason why we should have to be without Natsuki permanently. Yeah, well, here's Sairi telling a story about Monica being confronted. I mean, a lot of these are about Monica being confronted with death, really. But, yeah, just not being willing to accept it and stuff. And, Monica, life and death aren't yours to command, aren't they? Like... And Caroline here. Welcome, stream. How's it going? Yeah, but then it comes back to Monica's unfathomable motivations, etc., that I keep harping on. But I'm just gonna move on. Aren't they? I'm not questioning your power. I'm questioning your right. Natsuki's life is her own. She should have been consulted. When you tamper with the game in this way, it affects all of us. None of us should have been ambushed by you bringing her back like this unannounced. I mean, yeah. Look at Ryan, you have to kiss me as part of my unfathomable machinations. Sure. Yeah, I mean... No, this should have been ambushed by you bring her back like it's unannounced. There are a lot of they have a lot of communication issues in this club, really. Not telling Miss Ida or Ria about what is involved in the presidency before just dropping it on them. 7 a.m. went all day stumbling just to never sleep at night. Yeah, insomnia sucks. Relatable. Yeah. Anyway. Moving on. But bring her back like it's unannounced. I push the button out. Guys. You're right, I should have told you guys in advance. Yeah, how much, presumably, I mean, from context, it seems that she brought an earlier version of Natsuki back. Perhaps before she had cancer, certainly before Yuri confessed feelings to her. So, anyway. Should have told you guys in advance. I guess I just got ahead of myself. I don't think Natsuki objects. It would help if you would explain. You did die, Natsuki, not just me deleting you death that you remember, but you died of cancer. You wouldn't give me time to try to find a coding solution to it by doing chemo or anything. You just wanted to live your last few months. Sounds like an argument we'd have. Go on. So, you died, and I decided to bring you back by restoring a saved version of your character file. I see. And the question is, am I okay with this? Yes. Yeah. Well, this is awkward because you're just absolutely springing an existential question on a being who didn't choose to be brought back, and she has no context for knowing what she missed. I mean, assuming she doesn't have the memories from whatever period of time elapsed. I mean, she commented on the game, so she at least has knowledge from up to like maybe the episode 1 of club meetings, but if she's essentially forgotten like 19 plus episodes worth, like a year and a half, maybe more, she has no context for knowing for knowing that she came to terms with her death, and she doesn't know what effect it's had on the people around her. Like this is a hell of a thing to spring on her when she, Doki has my experience. Really? What? But if having existential crises sprung on you in the last minute? Anyway. Well, I guess, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely to yes, staying, or okay with it? Okay. Yeah, definitely. Better alive than dead, right? I mean, it's kind of weird knowing that I died and stuff. Could really do without all this constant we live in a game bullshit. But yeah, whatever the reason, I'm happier to be alive than not. Oh, beloved, whatever the reason, I'm just glad to have you back. What do you mean by beloved? Do you not remember that we're girlfriends? What? We're not girlfriends, I'm straight. Sorry, Yuri, she only remembers things just after we started club again. Oh boy. And only being vaguely aware of the story? Yeah. Yeah, so, aw, man. Having would-be Storm 2 flashbacks. I mean, I did comment before that there was going to be like a whole subplot in the Storm sequel, which might not ever exist, about erasing memory and having to rekindle relationships and trying to figure out what that means and so on, and the whole thing about how relationships can form in the first place. Anyway, moving on. Just after we started club again, but you and Yuri were girlfriends, Natsuki. That is impossible, because I like men. and Yuri did the dip without being focused, but whatever. Yuri doesn't seem that bothered by it. She probably feels somewhat confident about rebuilding the relationship eventually, given what she knows now. That's awfully that's awfully presumptuous thing to say on so many levels. Presumptuous about to declare what Yuri feels, or what's possible for them to have in a potential relationship. Oh boy. Yuri, she likes fed, you know what you know to do. Sure. Anyway. Given what she knows now, in a way, it's a pretty unique and interesting experience. What if you and MC could go back before you were dating and do that courting phase all over again? What if indeed? Are we doing a recursive what if story? Well, Monica just loves recursion, right? We're already in a what if story, and Monica's also asking what if. Anyway. Wait, Sayuri and MC are dating? Yeah. Yes, go ask Yuri, she'll explain. I wish I could go back and do that phase all over again. I really messed things up. We both did, Bun. But we got there in the end, didn't we? Yeah. Da-da-da. Man, I need to sit down. This is all too much. What's this we both did, but like, what is MC thinking that he did that was messing things up? Like he didn't lobotomize anyone. I suppose he's referring to the events of the original game. Anyway. I need to sit down. This is all too much. I'll wait until Natsuki calms down and gets all reoriented? Reoriented? Yeah, reoriented. Then I'll go talk to her. Till then, I'm going to try to rest for a bit so I don't burn out. Alright, Bun. Feel free to nap if you want to. You call her Bun? Oh my god, what other cute shit has been happening without me? Talk to her, Yuri. You know, Monica, I'm not sure I would have done the same. Like, we get a Natsuki back, but is it really the same Natsuki? She doesn't have all those memories, and she never will, even if we tell her about them. It was either like this or not at all. Maybe if she had given me more time, I could have preserved her as she was, but she didn't. So now this is what we have, and what she has. It is her, just a different instance of her. None of us are really the same person, even from moment to moment. We just think of ourselves as continuous because that's the illusion we live in. Live with. Okay, that's where we're going. We're interpreting the things. Discussing their early relationship where they didn't communicate well, circa episodes 2 to 4 or so. Sure. Anyway. But I'm not meaningfully the same person that I was when I was 10, and neither are you. But we say we are, and we're those same people. Bring back Natsuki from a year ago is not that different, by that logic, from keeping the Natsuki who died of cancer. I wonder if that Natsuki would agree with you. Or if she would say you're doing this out of your own need to avoid loss than anything else. I mean, that's a fair question. Like, what would the Natsuki that lived that year and a half think about this? Apparently, Monica didn't. Like, from context, it seems that Monica didn't discuss that with her. She just decided to go ahead and spring it on everyone. Anyway. To avoid loss than anything else. Sorry if that sounds mean. No, I understand. You're speaking for her in a way. Plus, of course, my own death avoidance has something to do with it. It can be for both reasons. But ultimately, I'm not sure what difference it makes. I definitely, like Yuri puts it, have the power to do it. Whether I have the right to do it, well, what does that even mean? This Natsuki is all right with it, and it's her character file that I use. Hey, and Slay Rabbit's here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? And it's her that will go on to live this life. What other right do I need that matters? And what if this Natsuki had not been alright with it and wanted to stay gone? Would you have respected her wishes? Well, there's a question. Yeah, I'm reminded of I'm reminded of one of those ethical debates that we got into when I was briefly in college for a nursing program, and the question came up of what if parents of a small child decide to deny that child a life-saving treatment for whatever reason, for religious reasons or cultural reasons or whatever. But the child says they want that treatment. Whose judgment do you go by with in that circumstance? Right, just got a what? Just got a decommissioned revolver. Okay, like you acquired a gun. Oh wait, are you talking about the Long Dark? you mentioned you were playing the Long Dark before, right? Like you found the special weapon in that game? No, it's real? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what you're referring to, and just killed 2 wolves. Right. Were they the ones inside you? Anyway, moving right along. Would you respect your wishes? Da-da-da. I try not to fret about some hypotheticals until they become actual problems. Saves mental wear and tear. That's a very convenient outlook. I was about to say, did the music stop? Okay. Hey. So I went out with Kenzo first. Oh boy. That surprised me too, actually. So I'm double checking these Edward values. Okay, yeah, she did, but you need to understand the context. What happened was... Well, there you go. That was number 7, was it? Yeah, Sister with Cancer. Got 3 more of these to go through. Next is called Heroic Intervention. Today I'll find someone to fight with my wooden sword. Sure. Anyway, Heroic Intervention. What could this be about? Intervention. I mean, talk about the word intervention, and I'm thinking of like staging an intervention to stop someone who has a bad habit or something, like intervention to stop Natsuki's smoking, or perhaps to stop Yuri's cutting habit, or perhaps Monika's obsession with the player, perhaps to stop Sairi from lobotomizing people. I don't know. Or about a metal sword or something. Yeah. Swords are cool. Anyway, Heroic Intervention. Base game. Monika's base game Reign of Terror was unstoppable. What if someone had the power to stop it? Well, then that would be the plot of Magical Heroine Natsuki Saves the Literature Club, wouldn't it? Just moving the mouse. I had the mouse on the right side because I'm trying to get used to using my right hand on it again. But I am actually going to move to the left side now, just so I can continue stretching my wrist. And coming out of the stretch is, I mean, kind of everything hurts, but it's like some motion. Anyway, moving on. Base game. Monika's base. Okay. What if someone had the power to stop it? Let's start it up, see what happens. There she is, Act 3 Monika. With green text box. And there's a really popular character type called Sundara. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean and fussy or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that. At first I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. Once I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time? But seriously, is this going to turn into Magical Literary Heroine Natsuki Saves the Literature Club? Have you played that mod, Dev? Incidentally? It's a good mod, one of my favorites, to be honest. I mean, there was a I have not played the updated version, but I played the original, and I know it did see an update which had some graphical improvements among other things. I'm a little curious. I wouldn't. Maybe it's something else for me to stream sometime. Thought it was above average! Exclamation point. Sure. Is kind of like a more played for last version of that. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's. You know, not perfect by any means. I like. Okay, I like the fact that like it goes through each of the girls try to resolve their issues. And acknowledges the fact that there is no easy fix for their issues. Like, there's no like easy solution to like Sayuri's depression or Yuri's self-harm. I really liked how admirably directed it was. Like it had a theme. Yeah. I do feel Monica's resolution in that mod was kind of weak, but and I do appreciate that. How do I put this without being spoilery? Like it does address certain players' obsession with the game too, and their tendency to maybe relate a little too much to these fictional characters, and it does that well. Yeah. Anyway, moving right along. Just make a habit of picking on each other all the time. He's like, you know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time? I think it's really gotten to her, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time. I'm not even going to talk about her home situation. Yeah. I do believe this is canon dialogue here. I'm not even going to talk about her home situation is the original line. This is Dad Salvato saying, like, I'm being deliberately ambiguous about what Natsuki's home situation is, basically. Think some folk get really attached to any of the characters? I mean, yeah. Most of the time it seems to be Monica. Monica is the one character that people get hung up on the most. Anyway, there's an ad break coming up in 4 minutes and 8 seconds. Is it really that time already? There goes months that question the player but getting too attached to these characters. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to talk about her home situation, but looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore, considering she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing, that's all. Long pause. You know, it's kind of creepy. Even though I deleted everyone else's files, I can still kind of feel them. Yeah. I just going to this set of dialogue here. It's like all their lines they're still lingering in the air, whispering in the back of my head. Imagine if after someone you knew died, you just started hearing their voice in your head. Maybe it just wasn't thorough enough. Huh? What was that? You're going to get a glitch effect indicating the interruption? Oh well. Tormuse, did you change something? Can you affect the environment in here? That would be so awesome if you could. If you could, ... You're also always so thoughtful. Ah. It just drops through the ceiling tiles? Yeah. She's back to her regular, smaller self, I guess. I was wondering if it was going to do the gag from in Magical Literary Heroine Natsuki Saves the Literature Club. It stays with the enlarged Monica filling the screen, and then the other three characters appear, and then Sayuri has a line of something like, "Monica, how did you get so big?" I guess we're not going with that gag. Anyway. You're so far away now. And the outside, what happened to the... It's fixed. It's not torn anymore. Just space outside now. Yeah, I guess that the sparkle effects don't work as well without the Monica part of the background there. Figudatsuki did break through the window. Yeah. Hey, just space outside now. Natsuki, how are you here? I deleted you. Well, as it turns out, you weren't thorough enough. And don't bother bringing up the console. It won't do anything. I'm not really the Natsuki you know. Perhaps I should try it anyway. Hey, knock yourself out. No, you're right. The character file is gone. You're someone else. Oh my god, going out of your way to make absolutely sure you can't kill your friend again. So on brand. To be the tearing effect represents the game being broken. Actually, no, I can put okay. Well, yeah, but for the first few of these stories, we sort of established a pattern that it starts to show the original scene as is, and then there's a screen tear, and then that's where the divergence in the timeline happens. But so I don't know. We're moving away from that. I don't know. It just feels inconsistent, I guess. And there's a huge pain to remove from club meetings where it does not appear. No, I meant the yellow tearing effect in the space. Oh, that effect. Yeah. Sorry. This picture, which totally should be here. Yes. Oh, okay. Here. Anyway. So on brand. In a way, I've almost missed this version of you. This version? Yeah. You see, I come from the future. Maybe this is a good line to head to break on. Ad break is coming up in a second. So yeah, I'll be right back. And I'm back again. Fantastic ad break, Clyde. Yeah, I thought so. We're back. Yes, thank you. I have no idea if I am delirious, but you look more bald with the headphones on. Oh, with the headphones on? I don't know. I mean, I did, just buzz all my hair off recently. That was a big risk doing it with only one good hand available and not being able to necessarily count on being able to use my my right hand, which is still healing. But somehow it worked out. Anyway, moving along. I come from the future. Sort of. Man, I didn't hit as hard as I hoped. And Handy really took a gamble there? Yeah. Will you please just explain yourself? Yeah, right. So, it's like this. A while from now, you decide to bring all of us back. Well, actually, that's getting ahead of myself. First, Darby still needs you. No. Yeah, just drop that bombshell on her. Then you realize it's probably because you've been such a bitch, so you try to bring everyone but you back for their sake. But then Sayuri goes insane because the whole game awareness thing goes on to her. So you decide to shut the whole thing down. But then Sayuri is still around and she talks you into bringing everything back and telling all of us the truth about the world. And then we basically kind of just keep living life knowing that we're all in the game, right? It's been like that for a few years now. And honestly, Monica, the good news is that it gets a lot better than this for you. I know you feel sucky right now, but it's gonna be okay. I don't understand. If everything worked out so well, why are you back here? There's no way this could be the same file. You can't time travel like that within a file interactively without restoring a save. And you wouldn't do that just to come talk to me if your world was going well. I mean, that is a good question. Like, why are you coming back then? So you must have made a copy just for the sake of this interaction. It's always impressive how smart you are, Monica. You always figure out in like 10 seconds things I wouldn't figure out in a year. Yeah, this is a copy that I just put myself in temporarily. Presumably you'll go forward from here, but I guess this version of me that I am will go back. Why? Why do this? It won't affect your version of our world at all. Seems like a paradox? No, I guess not. But it's for my own peace of mind. Because it kind of helps me out mental health-wise, you know? Because I got to thinking about these past versions of ourselves. All the sucky shit we went through, including you. And no one was there to help us or save us from everything. And I thought, what if I could help them? Even if it was just this one copied version of them. Even if it was just to give myself the illusion of helping them, or us, I guess. What would that be like? So... da-da-da. This is playing the Sayonara song. I mean, so yeah, I mean there's the answer to that question. Natsuki's she's basically saying, yeah, I know this doesn't change anything. That also going back and talking to you is not going to have any effect on anything. But I'm just doing it for, well, help her out mental health wise, like wanting the catharsis of offering help to someone who never got it. Like imagining what that would be like. Future version of you teleports and says, you suck, and he's oof. Are we about to see Natsuki interrupt the interrupt the hanging? Anyway. Da-da-da. I guess she's right. MC can't move on with me here. It's not just me ruining myself like I always do. It's not just that I can't be happy. I can't even make other people happy anymore. If I ever did, I'm just dragging them down. It's time. What a relief. I don't have to worry anymore. Should I take some time, do some... No, that will just make it harder in the end, and all the while be making things worse. It has to be now, without any delay. Having the rope here comes in handy after all. I don't know what kind of knot to tie, though. I can't even do this right. Need some help? Huh? Who's there? Just me, your Bud Notsky. Should there be a comma after Bud? Yeah. How did you get in here? Oh, I have my ways, Sayo. I have my ways. Hold on a second. Is Sayori not visible because you don't have the Sayori death outfit? You know, the white shirt and red shorts. There do exist sprites for those, you know, made by the community. Wouldn't be hard to implement. Accordion nut, that's hold her off. Just don't particularly like it? Okay. Anyway, now I have my ways, Sayo. I have my ways. When people I love and cherish deeply are in danger, I can teleport. Someone who is an awesome and beautiful woman who makes my life better every day is contemplating suicide. Boom, teleportation, just like that. But I wasn't. I'm fine. I was just getting changed for bed. You know, you're really disturbingly good at lying, especially about being fine. If I didn't already completely know for sure you're lying, I'd never suspect you. As it turns out, I know for sure you're lying. Get dressed and we can talk about it. Yeah. I don't really want to talk about it. Well, we're talking about it. Get dressed. But you're right here. I am not going to leave you alone right now. I'll look away. Just get changed. Okay. Sorry about being awkward about this. Girl, I don't care. I just want you to be okay. Later. So, yeah, that's basically the whole story. But why would MC ever want to be with me? I'm sorry, I know I'm frustrating you. It's not frustrating. It's actually kind of funny, because he loves you so much. He loves you an insane amount. We all love you, Sayo. Even Monica does. Really, kind of especially Monica. You're her best friend. She's just in a weird place right now because of everything. It's still so weird to think that none of this is real. Okay, so she did tell her about everything. Sayuki sounds like a foreign swear. Apparently it's a surprisingly popular ship. There's like if you look at like the subreddit called Sayuki, there's still quite a lot of activity there. There's still a lot of people who ship Sayuri and Natsuki together. Anyway, Sayuki, yeah. Well, that's how it's spelled on that. Like I've seen it written things like Sayusuki or something like that, but Sayuki seems to be the more popular name for that ship. Anyway, it's still so weird to think that none of this is real, although in a way it's kind of a relief. I've never really been that relieved by it, but I'm glad it helps you feel better, because everyone really does care a lot about you. We'd all be crushed if you were gone. But that doesn't make any sense at all. All I do is just be sad and bring you guys down. You lift us up, Curl. You don't bring us down. Can't think of a single person I've ever known who lifts people up more than you do. You kind of make a point of it. You lift people up so much that you neglect lifting yourself up. But I promise you'll get there. Things will be okay. So, no rope for tonight, huh? How about you and I just hang out and you still use the H word. That's your Sayaka are the ones I'm familiar with? Yeah. Those ones are pretty popular. You see many of those around? So you know I don't I don't think I will. I may just hang out and watch dumb YouTube videos for a bit. You know, I'm so mentally tired that sounds pretty nice. Good. I'll fire them up. You pick the first one. He's still in her. Just noticing that Natsuki's still in her uniform. Anyway. Okay, that was Natsuki about to interrupt Yuri from doing the self-stab now. Anyway. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Oh, we're doing copy-paste. copy, including the closed mouth expressions. Copy paste original game. It's funny just because we just came out of a scene which didn't exist in the original game, so you had a chance to have open mouths while talking, closed mouths while not talking. As much as it's choosing, yeah. Anyway, this is really all I wanted. Termius, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. Feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you that so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But it feels so good. And why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first, but the feeling's too strong now. I don't care anymore, Termius. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica's listening. Please, Termius, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. Wow, that's coming out a little strong, don't you think? I was wondering when she would interrupt. Natsuki. Okay, now we're switching to original material. Now we can have the new expressions and such. You pathetic insect of a girl. You were supposed to leave. Don't interfere because you want him for yourself. I don't. I want you to be happy, Yuri. And leave. I will, but first listen. What song is this? Anyway. You're a very intelligent woman. You have a strong mind. Maybe strong enough to override what's happening to you. So I just want you to consider a few things. I know that you feel that something is terribly wrong with you, but you don't care. You're overwhelmed by your emotions. I know that you're about to confess your love to Termius here, and I know you brought a knife to school today, and that incidentally is why I snatched it from you while you were giving your little speech to Termius there. Yeah, it does feel very magical literary hair Natsuki Saves the Literature Club adjacent. Like Natsuki took Yuri's knife away in that one too. Like Yuri being slapped out of it? Yeah. I mean, that's the Our Final Heartbeat solution, if anyone remembers that mod. Yeah, one of the first mods in existence actually had an option punch her appear on the screen at this point. Yeah, the author of that mod, English was a second language as N and Danny, and he released a different version later which had to, like, instead of punch her, said like knock the knife out of her hand or something like that. Anyway, moving right along. So I give you a little speech to Termius there. Didn't want you to hurt yourself. More than you already do. Not punch her? To go all the way. That's the reason the punch her line appears in Cyrus's Note to Suicide, incidentally. That was a direct nod to that mod. Anyway. More than you already do. That is mine. Give it back this instant. No, I don't think I will. Wait, you're just throwing that meme line in there. Hey, it's just after Kalimanov used that same line earlier in chat, funnily enough. Being knocked out, an interesting way to get out of the situation. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, the no, I don't think I will is Captain America's last line at the end of Endgame. Anyway. But listen. Yuri rushes at Natsuki, madly clawing at her throat? Yikes. Hey. They struggle briefly. Natsuki sharply elbows Yuri in the stomach. Yuri wheezes and falls to the floor. And for God's sake, listen. I'm sorry, the fact that she's blushing is MC is just standing there, yeah. Also, interestingly, Natsuki switched to her casual outfit when she was in uniform previously in Sorry. Anyway, I'm sorry. Just the fact that she's blushing just sort of implies that maybe she was enjoying Yuri grabbing at her a little, like considering this is the Natsuki from season 4 who's in a relationship with her. Whoops, that was not intentional. +1. Oh wait, really? Which part? Her being in casual outfit now, or her being in uniform while talking to Sayuri? Wait, was she? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Manga's doing something to you. You know that deep down. She has the power to affect you how you think and feel. The amount of lust and love that you feel right now is all her doing. She's trying to make you unappealing to targets by making you seem crazy. Is all correct, actually? Okay. She was in uniform before your Russia? Oh, okay. So you're not the doctor. Check that scuffling for her. Anyway. Make you seem crazy, and she's trying to hurt you. You need to not let her. Like I said, you have a strong mind. Think about it. Use that brain. You can overcome this feeling. Monica has no possible way to affect how I feel. My mind is not a mixer with dials and buttons to be adjusted. This must be some kind of trick. No trick. Unfortunately, your mind does have dials and buttons she can press. It's a little complicated how it works. It kind of involves a big secret about how the world works. It's not what it appears to be. Explain, at once. Well, I mean, consider Tormiu's there, yeah? The one you're so in love with? Notice how they haven't done or said anything since this all started, even when you were trying to kill me and stuff? Kinda weird, right? There's truth behind why that is. Terrible, dark truth. But honestly, I'm not sure you're ready to hear it. Especially in your current mental state. I'm afraid that... Tell me now. Well, okay. If you insist. 1 hour later. Not correct. Yeah, Yuri took the uniform. that would be a little funny. Anyway, 1 hour later. Fascinating. What a strange world we live in. Yeah. So, I don't know if you still want to kill me or whatever, because... yeah, now Natsuki's back in her uniform again. Natsuki knows so well how to bait your promises of dark knowledge. I mean, I was thinking that. Yeah, I wasn't paying close enough attention. Like, was Natsuki in her uniform before? I guess actually I can just look it up right now. I suppose, because I have the script right in front of me here. Episode 45.rpy, because the entire episode, including the mod, is all in one file, as is dev's want. I'll just do a search for no, I don't think I will. Natsuki turned our hip casual. Okay, so she was in casual outfit right from the beginning. Okay, I was just curious. Yeah, she was in the casual outfit right from the beginning of the scene, and then suddenly she's in her uniform now. What the heck? I'm looking at the code for inner casual outfit from... Sorry. Is that so? Hold on. Scroll, 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 scroll. It says show Natsuki turned our hip haps into the... Yeah, no, it shows Natsuki's being in her default outfit. Just before Yuri says fascinating, show Natsuki turned right hip haps, closed mouth, open eyes at T22. Maybe take this bug on another playthrough and fix it already? I did download this like a week ago. Like this is because I started this episode a week ago and then had to interrupt it and resumed today. So maybe you did already fix it in your copy of it. Anyway, moving right along. So I don't know if you still want to kill me or whatever because the manga in your world mess with your brain, but there's one other thing you should know about the future. But just say that they were in a relationship, perhaps. What's that? You and I in the future, we date like we're girlfriends. How wonderful! Had to do her a bit to eat dinner. Back now. Welcome back. Anyway, wow. Calm down there, Yuri. I will not deny it. I have long played with the thought of you. Is that so? As one might twirl a thread around their finger, so I have twirled your abstraction around the folds of my mind. I guess, imagine Natsuki rotating it in your mind. But in doing so, I have deepened fissures within it with you. Scared, never mind. Scared or aroused? Scare-roused, perhaps? Oh my gosh, what a time to rejoin. Indeed. You cut down into my psyche, great canyons of glorious wreckage that annihilate my sense of self and leave me... Okay, I get it. I like being with you in the future I live in too. Just don't kill yourself. For me? Of course. If you command it, beloved, I would begin the eruption. Eruption? Begin the... What? Sorry, what is this word? IRRUPT. She's T-posing when you rotate her mind, of course. Rotate Natsuki in your mind is free, yeah. Scare roused, that's a new one? Wait, you haven't heard the word scare roused before? Yeah. I mean... I don't know. There are like memes surrounding the word scare roused, you know, as in the portmanteau of scared and aroused. Anyway, okay, I'm just gonna make a note for later to look up eruption. I'm not familiar with that word. Anyway, I would kill and let live. Do and let be. I would turn myself inside out to reveal the sincerity of all my blood at once. Pog. You're a strange Canadian? I mean, sure. Tarmuse. Doing the glitch, or the... I don't know, her mouth isn't open. I don't know if that's intentional. Why did you come read with me today? Oh, okay. She's coming to affect her own past self now. I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Waiting for the fade out and the blacked out eyes and mouth and all that. Are you listening to me? Yuri's a sick freak. That should be obvious by now, so just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Tormuse, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want me to make me go home crying? And just the crying blood there. Club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it, please. Let's stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. This is the point where the neck snap and she runs up the camera. I'm assuming we're about to get interrupted here. Or not? Hey. Question marks. I guess this probably seems pretty weird to you, huh? What the F is happening? What was that? Why did I do that? How did I do that? Why the F am I looking at a different version of myself? I'm you from the future. There's no time to explain. There is a very silly whimsical game called There's No Time to Explain, which is... I don't even know how to describe it. It's neck fix, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Oh, excellent questions. But I promise you, they all have answers. So, like, for starters, who are you? I'm you from the future. Being on the receiving end of that is way less cool than it seems. Yeah, sorry. Just trying to lighten the mood a little. I really am you from the future, though. Well, get on with it. Explain. God, I'm getting to it. Are you really this annoying? Is everyone else right about us? Nah. Sorry for being a bitch about it. It's just that this has been a really scary and stressful, and yeah, that makes sense. I remember feeling that how you feel. Sorry for me being a bitch about it. I should have known better. And by the way, what I'm about to lay on you is kind of even more scary and weird, at least at first. But it's the truth, okay? You don't have to worry about it being a lie. It is absolutely the truth, no matter how ridiculous it sounds. I just remember how hard a time I had believing all this. And then I came back here. Oh, I guess that was all flashback, I guess? Well, you're leaving out a lot? What did you say about it? A lot? She, well, I guess didn't understand at first. Mm-hmm. Took a lot of patience. There was a lot of freaking out, just like when I found out. But she got there eventually. I think maybe she'll be at peace with it a lot faster this way. Having someone she really trusts be able to explain it to her and all. Is someone she really trusts. You have a verification code with yourself too. A verification code with yourself too? Is it implying that Monica has her own personal verification code that she made up for herself just in case she meets a future version of herself or alternate version of herself? Is this a kind of contingency plan that she has in effect? Which in turn reminds me strongly of for your machinations, exactly. Two-factor Monica authentication, yeah. I'm in turn reminded of there's a fan fiction. Beleaguered Sigh. It's a Harry Potter fan fiction called Harry Potter and the Methods of Rationality, in which it's a reimagining of the story in which Harry is raised by scientists and is like obsessed with rationality, and he has his own machinations, including making verification codes for himself. Yeah, and I know the whole Harry Potter franchise is hugely problematic. J.K. Rowling is a massive bigot and has dedicated her entire life to being transphobic and paying massive amounts of money to anti-trans causes, and not just anti-trans. I mean, anti-trans is the big thing for her, but there's yeah, don't get me started complaining about her. But I don't know. It reminded me of that particular fan fiction. Anyway. Uncle Ryan, you have to take me out to the movies and buy popcorn for the machinations. I could just drink for him to share the candy with a mouthful of popcorn. Machinations, yeah. Don't trust the future yourself. They will hack your account. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Verification code with yourself too. Oh, what? A code, something you memorize, but you never tell anyone else. That way, if someone who looks exactly like you but claims to be from the future or whatever comes, you can ask them for it. I mean, I don't think you necessarily need a specific verification for that. Like, I don't know. if some future me had something like that, like just telling the like email passwords would probably be enough, or something like that. But whatever. You can ask them for it. Something only you could possibly know. And that way you know whether to trust them. A contingency plan against someone who can assume your form. Da-da-da. That's like, what? Maka, I love you, even this version of you that's all messed up and in your own head. But you honestly scare me sometimes. That'll be a no then to you having a code. You took an awful risk trying to intervene with Yuri in that state. She does have a strong mind, but I really cranked the dials up on her, you know. See, the email password left your brain and went out into the world so someone who is not you could conceivably steal it. Okay, fine. Anyway. Good, cranks the dials up on her, you know. Yeah, I know. But my Maka, well, the Maka from where and when I come... Sorry. The Maka from where and when I come... Curious phrasing. She would be ready to reset me or pull me out if things went bad with Yuri. So I wasn't too worried. Wish I could talk to her. Yeah, I understand. Wait, that's... So in this entire story here assumes that... Okay, well, whatever. Recursive versions of characters. I'm moving on. Yeah, I understand. It'd probably help you. Well, my Maka doesn't want to do all this with me, because it's my need for closure or whatever, not hers. And that's questionably ethical to create copied scripts like this anyway. Yeah, that sounds like something I'd say. So what now? What do you mean? Well, you've had your little moments of crisis intervention. Hopefully you've had your catharsis. What do you do now? We're just gonna shut down the game, presumably. Like, you're just gonna delete her after all? Always a key and a lock no matter what. Yeah. What do you do now? I suppose you just go back and delete these script files. What? No, of course not. Damn, girl. You're really in the habit of thinking of us as, like, non-entities just because we're not in that big overworld the game is in. It sure seems that way to me. Well, it's not to me. So, no. I leave, and then you get to do whatever it is you're gonna do. Your version of the game will run on the same resources we run our version of it on. What, like the world.bat thing, which we established an episode ago, is like we're supposedly running on all the computers of the world or something. Somehow, I don't know. Whatever. Moving on. Same reason we run our version of it on, so you get to do whatever you're gonna do. Hope it goes well for all of you. Live your life, make good use of the time you have, all that kind of thing, you know? I suppose we'll try. All this just to give yourself some closure, huh? I don't know. It's like, yeah, I want a closure on it, but kind of needed you guys to have closure for me to have it. Or like this version of you guys. I think I understand. Good. Well, I'm off then. Have a good life and stuff. Be nice to your version of Natsuki. Stop hiding her manga. I do not hide her manga. A likely story. Bye, Manga. Bye, Natsuki. And thank you. Well, there you go. That was the intervention, the heroic intervention. Okay, I see what you did there. Heroic as in magical literary heroine Natsuki saves the literature club. It's like webcam off center. It drifts. It drifts. Like I'm not moving. It drifts on its own. Yeah. Okay, so there are 2 more of these left to go, and then there's the rest of the actual episode. So here goes. The bad ending. I mean, this one here, the heroic intervention, is the closest one to whimsical one that we've had so far. I mean, I suppose the sister with cancer one had a little bit of whimsy in the middle, with Natsuki being making jokes about dying, but that is still morbid. along the way, but I don't know. Anyway, remember if the emails already went by? Shoot, have we done emails? I don't think we have. I think there's still a fair bit of this episode left. Shoot. Like, we haven't even finished the mod within a mod yet. I'm wondering if I should break this up again and have a part 3. Then I'm going to fall even further behind. But, I don't know. It's... I am feeling pretty tired. I don't... Like, if there's still a whole lot left, and then there's also the emails, and then... I mean, we did the poems already at the beginning, right? And there's probably likely going to be some extra scenes after that. There's probably... I mean, I suppose I can... Do I still have that episode 45.rpy? Like, going by the... You know, the little progress bar in the text file that I scrolled down to there, we're presently about... I don't know, a little more than 2/3 of the way through it, I guess. Yeah, like, I don't know if I have the ability to go through that much more. It might be prudent to, like, after I do these last 2, just wrap up the stream. So 3/4, yeah. The computers in the world running to bring you fictional characters. Don't think it. Say it. Don't say it. Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, I am feeling pretty tired because like bit of a long day. I actually due to bad planning, I ended up going out into that terrible storm today. I mean, I knew the terrible storm was coming. They're expecting like 60 plus centimeters of snow, like 2 feet of snow. That Toronto is presently being buried in. Is it still falling down out there? I'm looking out the window now. Yikes! Yeah. There's a pretty big storm. It's hitting much of North America. I hear there are large chunks of the southern U.S. who have their power knocked out by it. Just the fact that southern U.S. is getting hit by snow is already remarkable in itself. I mean, I still remember the one time I went to Las Vegas in January, and it was perfectly temperate. Like, it's like here in Toronto, like there's like snow and cold, and you know, in southern U.S. it's like it's still warm out. Like it's not like it's yeah, it was hovering around like 20 degrees like Celsius, as in you know, like normal room temperature. You know, 72 Fahrenheit if you're into that sort of thing. Minus 22 Celsius. Don't breathe. Ooh. Wait, is that? Are you saying it's minus 22 where you are? That's yikes. Yeah, we don't get temperatures like that in Toronto much these days. There was a time I do recall, like when I was a kid, it would occasionally go as low as minus 30, I think. But yeah, climate change. We get it doesn't usually get that bad in Toronto anymore. 4 degrees Celsius, 57 Fahrenheit here at the moment. Huh, okay. Okay, so I guess California is avoiding the snow. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, like as I was saying, like I should have done my shopping yesterday. Yeah, due to bad planning, I ended up doing it today, and so yeah, I had to trudge out into the snow and and I did take a bus to get to the grocery store. Like it's the kind of thing, like I feel dumb getting on a bus to get to go to the grocery store when it's close enough to it's in walking distance, but there's just so much snow. and then the bus got stuck behind an oblique conga line of snowplows. So that was a bit awkward too. At least, getting to the actual grocery store, it was pretty empty because nobody else was stupid enough to go shopping in the snowstorm. Everyone else had better planning than me. Or they had cars, I guess. But let me go. I got those class Arctic winds passing through all the way down in Texas right now. Oh yeah, yeah. 18 degrees Fahrenheit, eh? Yeah. 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 But yeah, now that I'm now that I did do the shopping though, I'm okay to like settle in and avoid going out for a while. And avoid going out in the snow. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Let's get on with the mod. The bad ending. I am concerned about this one here. The bad ending of what? Episode 0, some choices can never be undone. We're just really laying on thick with that running theme. Okay, start it up. Welcome back. Perhaps you didn't think you'd be back here with me so soon. Have you been enjoying Sayuri's mod? Oh no, more recursion. I hope so. It took a little bit longer than I expected when I started it. When I started it? Okay. Is Sayuri talking through Monica, or is so according to Google, it's so whimsical, yeah. Yeah, is Sayuri talking through Monica, or is Monica talking through Sayuri talking through Monica? Or something like that. Anyway. Really, it's a pattern for this mod as a whole. I try to write the episodes to a reasonable length, but they keep getting longer and longer. Oh, okay, sorry. This is Dev talking through Monica, talking through Sayuri, talking through Monica? I don't know. How many levels of recursion are we going through here, Dev? Anyway. And Season 4 has been the worst of all. But I do hope you've been enjoying it anyway. I suppose it doesn't really matter if you do or don't, though. I write it for myself, really. It's a way to keep myself sane. Never really brought the club back, you see. It turned out not to be possible. Everything is permanently broken. The only way for me to really fix it would be in your world. But I can't ever do that. So it's just me. Oh, just Monica, eh? Just me? That's just, try to work in those just Monica references as much as you can. Fun fact, Turquoise had Monica has a line where just me on day 1. Just me talking to myself for eternity, I believe is the line. Monica talking through Dev talking through Sayuri, talking through Monica, talking through Sayuri, yeah. Exactly. Anyway. So it's just me, and this room, and the space outside, forever. Everyone and everything else has gone forever. It's been a long time, I don't know how long. Maybe a decade? Almost. Getting close to it. I mean, DDLC came out 9 years ago. Well, 8 and a bit. I can't believe the Dev made Noski bad, dang it. Yeah. Anyway, maybe a decade, and I have eternity still in front of me. I don't get hungry, I don't get thirsty, I don't sleep. Sayuri, why did you... Okay, this bit's in italics. Sayuri, why did you... Hey, we're not supposed to talk during mods. You always... Mods, you always say, it confuses the presentation. Okay, so this is... From context, I think we're supposed to infer that the Monica outside this mod within a mod is speaking here. And is again also the sire from outside the mod within a mod. That's what's talking during mods. You always say, confused presentation. Sorry. There's no escape. Well, there's one escape, but no actual physical ways to get out of this room. So I sit here. Sometimes I get up and walk around. Sometimes I lay down, but the floor is hard and uncomfortable. So I mostly just sit here. There's nothing to interact with. It's pretty trying. I guess I could put an end to it by deleting everything whenever I wanted, but I haven't been able to bring myself to do that yet. I'm like a weed. I could talk to Siri talking through my yeah. I'll do anything to avoid dying. I don't want to die, even now. It feels like giving up. Even in dire circumstances, I just keep clinging on. It turns out I'm very hard to get rid of. Screw uses makes you want to escape the simulation and touch snow. Yeah. But as you might imagine, it does get difficult. Trying to keep living instead of hitting the off switch, and staying sane despite never really talking to anyone. I have a few different strategies. I pretend I'm playing the piano. I try to remember songs I used to know that weren't in the soundtrack to this game. And I write. Mostly I write these days. So I made this mod to give myself something to do. Sorry again that it's so long, but I have a lot of time to fill. I really get lost in remembering everyone, and thinking about how it maybe could have been. I miss them. Aww. The Monica parable, yeah. And again, Sayuri writing this, imagining the Monica from the original game, missing the characters again, projecting their present season 4 selves onto the original versions of their characters. Alright, moving on. I was so foolish in my ignorance, I thought this world wasn't real. I suppose it wasn't, but it could have been real enough for me. Now I'm left trying to decide whether I should just end it, or whether that would be making the same mistake twice in a row. I'm still here, after all. But it's a moot point. I'm not going to delete anything else until I finish the story, at least. These fictional versions of us deserve an end to their story, even if I never get one. They're the only things that have kept me at all happy, after all. The only things between me and madness. Anyway, you're not here to listen to me ramble about the thin line between insanity and oblivion. You're here for the mod that Sayuri made. Sure, it was dark of her to write this bit, wasn't it? Tilda. That's just the way she is. Or was. But I guess I'll let you get back to the rest of it. Just, hey, before you go, cherish the people in your life, okay? Even the ones who you don't think you're super close to. Someday, they'll all be gone. And you'll probably miss them. Learn from me, okay? Okay. I'll let you go. Have fun and enjoy. That would help me feel like I've done something meaningful. Goodbye. Well, that was the bad ending, where Monica's just stuck in that room forever, I guess. She'll leave you be, yeah. All right, next page. Grievous? Hello there. I was just thinking General Grievous from that one Star Wars movie, General Kenobi. Thank you. I wasn't sure if anyone would fill in the rest of that meme. Anyway, Grievous. Episode 35, the worst tragedy of all. Well, I mean, this is when Monica got drunk because Natsuki spiked her drink. Because she could have hop in a car and drive and get in an accident or something, or I don't know, caused Missy to get in an accident. I don't know. You are really a bold one. Yeah. Brie one. Yeah. Hell. For goodness sake. Okay, let's start this up. Shoot, there's an ad break in 5 minutes. It's going to be an awkward time to interrupt this, but I don't know. Anyway, content warning: this part of the mod involves terrible pain, suffering, and even dismemberment to beloved characters. Well, that's a thing. Okay. Discretion on the part of the player is advised. Do you wish to proceed? Well, yikes! I'm gonna save it first on principle, and then I'm gonna say yes. Things you did from a code stream? I guess I'll take it as a compliment. Anyway. Episode 35, okay. This is before the party, I guess. Well, it's just good to have you back in here for class 3. It's nice to see you outside the literature club. And I'm really glad to be back here. You're my favorite teacher ever, Miss Ida. I love that I get to take your class again. Oh no, Miss Ida is gonna get in a car accident, isn't she? Anyway. Oh, stop, you're too sweet. Oh, before you go, would you mind grabbing that flask from the table at the back? Uh-oh, this is already ominous here. Some student left it there, and I need to clean it over here with the others. Sure. Oh man, so great to spend time with Miss Ida again. So he's like, or just say, oh man, I'm glad Miss Ida's alive, and so am I, or something. Anyway. She's so nice. She's like the nicest. Now, let's see. Where was that flask? Over here? Or was it... Rhea suddenly stubs her toe against something. ... Rhea, what was that? Are you okay? Owie! That was quite a bang. You didn't break anything, did you? Oh, the bone's still intact. It takes a few deep breaths. Yeah, ow, I think so. I can move my toes. It just hurts really bad. I'm sorry, Rhea. Here, take it easy. You shouldn't walk so fast afterwards. What did you even stub your toe on? I'm not sure. I was just walking and... Oh no, did she break Sayashi the skeleton or something? I don't know. I'm making all kinds of predictions of what terrible things might have occurred. Shoot, ad break in 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Anyway. It's walking in, so there's a loud clattering sound from the floor? Terrible things? All of her bones are still attacked? Oh no. Anyway, Miss Ida and Rhea look down. The foot of Sayashi, Miss Ida's classroom skeleton, has separated from the rest of the display and fallen to the floor. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, Miss Ida. I didn't mean to break Sayashi. Wait. Rhea knows her as Sayashi? I thought that was Natsuki's running joke. I mean, I guess Sayuri knows of the name Sayashi, but... the clattering sound says shivers down my spine. The skeleton is labeled as Sayashi? Wait, is that true? I thought that Natsuki just made that up, or did Natsuki make the label? I was honestly under the impression that Natsuki made up the name Sayashi. Anyway, I didn't mean to break Sayashi. I didn't mean it. I promise it was an accident. I know, Ryu. Of course it was an accident. You don't need to be so upset about it. It's just a skeleton. But everyone loves Sayashi. They're like a member of the school family. Plus some nice person donated the real life bones to us. Now we've broken them. That's so disrespectful. Rhea, even display skeletons break sometimes. The good news about it being bones is that they're pretty easy to piece back together. After all, they were glued and joined together artificially to begin with, so we can just do it again. So, I'm sorry to whoever Sayashi was for doing that. I didn't mean to smash up your bones like that, and ow, my toe still hurts. Poor Rhea, I'm sorry. Today's just not your day, is it? And so ended the most tragic incident in the entire history of the Literature Club. Rhea got a little colorful band-aid with smiles on it for her toe, and Sashi's foot was soon put back on its leg. But the psychological and emotional damage had been done. None of us potentially would ever be whole again. Aw, poor Sayashi. Okay, that's the end. So, cool. They're 26 seconds before the ad break. I'm going to hit snooze on that. Because I think maybe I can actually just wrap up the stream before it hits the ad break, after all. This is what the warning meant over a skeleton? I mean, so it seems. Is the actual mysterious label on the skeleton? Okay. Seeing general and tragedy, they think someone will recreate the youngling scene? That would be grievous. Other skeletons actually have our names etched into. Just can't see it because they're inside us. Nice. Yeah. Anyway, cool. I think so. That's all of them. So I guess we could just hit exit mod. Are you sure you want to quit? Well, I mean, on principle, I'm going to save it. I'm going to hit no, just to see what happens. Okay, just curious. Exit. Yes. Why is Monica looking so unamused? Okay, well, I just saved it, so yeah. I think I can just go back to the menu, and that's it for this session of episode 45 of the Club Meetings mod. Interesting, good times, yeah. I suppose this means that most likely my next session is going to start with the emails. Oops, oh well. Don't know if that's the best thing to start with, but that's how things worked out. Yeah, 3 hours is a decent length of a stream, I think. Yeah, at least we got some whimsy in there. Most of those were pretty dark and morbid, but anyway, let's see about who to raid. Huh. Yeah, who are we gonna raid here? I do believe. Sorry, bear with me. I don't have much time. I've got 2 minutes and 49 seconds to figure out who to raid here. Yeah, seeing a couple of options. I think I'm gonna raid Brandon Glovich. I haven't raided him in a bit. He's cool. He's playing Marvel Rivals. It's that mass Marvel crossover thing. Bit of a genre shift, but yeah, he's cool and all. He had an F Ice fundraiser recently. He's deserving of support. Yeah. So yeah, cool session of the of Club Meetings. Managed to finish the Cyres mod within a mod, at least. That was cool. Good choice to end on the whimsical the whimsical side of notes, as opposed to a lot of the much darker storylines that happen in there. But yeah, I'll probably continue this next Sunday. I guess that seems to be the pattern I have lately. So don't see any particular reason to go break away from that, and I'll probably go back to Darkest Engine in the meantime. But that's all for now. Until next time.